Okay. So good evening, good evening, good evening. Team Sparkle, I am super excited and proud of you. We are really progressing every week. Every week for the past several weeks has been better than the week before. And that is an amazing thing to watch. And one of the things that I think is happening here is that everybody's kind of energized and all ready for us to do things. And the thing I want to remind you all of is, and I want to tell you right now, I really believe that if we continue to make the strides that we're making right now, we will definitely be in the top 5 or top 3 top team sales. We're killing it. When Michelle tells us on the leader call how much the weekly sales are, when there are $40,000 in sales for the whole week from the team, and we're doing almost 10,000, that means we're doing a lot. That means we are really contributing to the pot and we're making things happen. So I want to encourage you all to do what you did last week. Do it this week to the 10th power. Every week, you want to do a little more than you did last week. Here comes Linda Neal. Hey, Linda, welcome. So what I want to talk about today, first of all, I want to know, have you all been looking at the Booking Blitz? Okay, I know you haven't, Carolyn. No, and this is why you got to catch up with me in Facebook. Facebook is really critical to the success of your business. The Booking Blitz started this morning. I was at the hair salon getting my hair braided at 7 a.m. because I had to do my piece at 11:30, but I had put it in my head I needed 10:30. So I was sitting there stressing out like, oh my God, I'm not gonna make it home in time. But indeed I did. She was finished at 9:30. It only took her like an hour and a half. She was really finished before that. It took her about an hour and a half to finish my hair. And I came home. And one of the things that I enjoyed about doing that this time is I always fight the process. I'm always a little bit afraid to step up when Michelle or anyone asks for us to participate in those kind of things. I'm the last one to volunteer. And the other day, Michelle just called and said, I want you to do it in the morning. You know, she always has to just she knows if she tells me to do something that I will definitely do it. So she asked me to do it in the morning. I think I was the second or third one from the top this morning with the Booking Blitz. And I think we probably already had about 10. They're going to be about 35 people giving Booking Blitz. I lost y'all. I was very brief. I think it was about 7 minutes long. So, you know, that's good for me because I can go. And most people are anywhere between, what do you say, Bianca, between 5 minutes and 15 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so I posted on the page and before I go into all, or maybe we'll come back to that. Let me tell you what's going on this month before we talk about it. I'm going to come back to the Booking Blitz because I would like to hear what your takeaways were. Did most of you get a chance to look at the Booking Blitz today? Okay, all right. But you did, Jackie, and you did, Bianca, and Candace is giving us a thumbs up. So I would like to hear what your takeaways are, and you can share them with the team. But right now, I want to start with a couple of things that are still going on by now. And you probably don't know this yet either, Carolyn. Make a note for me to walk you through this, is that the Loop came out this morning. So the Loop, L-O-O-P, is probably in your mailbox. We still have, you know, the September consistency continues to move on. Unfortunately, Carolyn, you didn't place your order in the first week. Your order came out in the second week. So the September consistency is not something you are eligible for this time. Anybody who has not placed a $500 order in the first 2 weeks, you had to get every week of this month $500 to do the consistency. And the consistency bonus is going to be the Mellow Yellow bracelet. But guess what? The Mellow Yellow is now up for sale. Hi, Audrey. Welcome. So the Mellow Yellow is only $30 with a $40 regular purchase. It's a monthly special. I don't know if we did any monthly specials when you put your show in. And I keep addressing you, Carolyn, because I know you've already done your qualifying show, and I want to help you with the next show if you are available, so I can show you how to get the Mellow Yellow for $30. So the September consistency is $500 every week. Some of us are in there already. Deborah, how you doing? I'm gonna put you on mute unless you want to mute yourself and come back on camera so we can see your smiley face. So the consistency bonus, I've said it 3 or 4 times, is $500. Some of us are in the consistency bonus. And I think if you've already done the first 2 weeks and it gets to be a little scary if you don't have a show on your calendar or you're worried about where all your shows are going to come from, you really do need to rush over to the stylist community and listen to those tips, because there's some great stuff in there. The one that I'm going to talk about, and somebody else is probably going to say the same thing, but I want to do Couch to 5K. Couch to 5K is so cool. I have already downloaded the app, and I am definitely going to be doing that. And I will, I'll sideline with anybody who wants to do it right along with me, because it can bring you 10 parties in 4 weeks if it's done correctly and if you are consistent with it. So that's what I'm doing. I want to show you all. Has anybody gotten their pink roux? You got your
Yes. Yes.
Okay. It comes packaged so nicely. Look at that package.
Mm-hmm.
The packaging is awesome. I'm really happy about the way this looks. This is going to be a big seller for me. I've already started to show it to people. And I'm going to use this as my fundraiser. Now, I don't know if you all were able to get on the Lunch and Learn from Tuesday. Michelle posted it. And one of the things that we talked about are our Park Lane sisters who are out in the Midwest who were affected by the tornado or hurricane. What was it?
Hurricane Laura. Hurricane Laura.
The hurricane. Some of them are living in hotels because they've been completely wiped out. And one of the things that Michelle has suggested that we all consider doing is a fundraiser, or send them a check or a gift card or something like that. So if you are interested in being a part of helping them, I know I have a special affinity for Summer Rice and for Laura Lee. Laura Lee and I we're usually the first ones on Lunch and Learn, so I feel a real connection to her. She's actually living in a hotel right now. And I think Summer is staying with someone in Texas right now. They've been displaced, y'all. And I am, like Michelle said, and I'm not going to beat a dead horse because you can hear more about it and we can talk more about it. But, you hear about these hurricanes and you see it. This is my second close experience with one. When they had the hurricanes in Jacksonville, Florida, my husband and I did a mission. You remember, Helen, when Darnell and I took the trailer down, and you really don't know how it affects those people until you actually see them, or unless you ride through the wreckage. And Darnell and I went through the wreckage. And when we got there with the trailer, people were wrapped around the church and down the block, waiting to get what was on our trailer. And it makes me emotional to think about the fact that these sisters that I get on here with every week are now going through the exact same thing. So we could do several things. Now, you know that I'm big on team stuff. I'm thinking if everybody wants to donate $25 or $10 or just make a donation, a cash donation, we could send a gift card to Summer and a gift card to Laura Lee, and they could do what they want to do with it. I even asked my husband if he would be interested in doing a mission, but he said that was much further than Jacksonville. Jacksonville was 15 hours, and he says that's probably about 24 hours, and the mission would have to come from, I don't know where we would get the stuff to fill the trailer up. Our pastor reached out to a lot of people and put a sign in the community, and we left his trailer on the church grounds for about 2 weeks, Helen? And we had so much stuff in my husband's trailer, which holds, I can't remember, like a ton. It was over a ton of good. And I mean that literally a ton in weight, that we had a second truck to go because people really do contribute. That being said, you can host a fundraiser of your own as your next event. And I'm challenging you to do an event, a party, call it a fundraiser, and tell people that a portion of your commission is going to help your sisters who were affected by this flood. It can do 2 things. You can, you can donate a part of your commission. You could take a part of your commission and buy a gift card, but you could do something, because I really believe they would do something for us. And I believe that because when I was, that night when I needed $9,000 to win the trip, they didn't donate $9,000, but they donated what they could. So I know that the sisters on this team, and they may not look like us, they are not our complexion, but they are our Park Lane sisters, and they step up when we need help. If any one of you is trying to win the trip on the last night, they're all gonna reach in, and they're gonna send you a $25 order. Some of them will send you a $100 order. So I think that that's the way to do that. Candace has a note down here. She says it would be nice to do a team Sparkle donation. I am so for that. So I would like to suggest that we all do something this weekend on our own pages, because if you just do an event and you invite 10 of your friends and say, if I called Helen, if you weren't on my team, or Linda, if you weren't on my team, if I called you both and said, y'all know I've been with Park Lane for a long time, and 2 of my friends have been displaced because of the hurricane, and I'm asking you to buy a simple pair of $30 or $40, anything on my page, $25, can you just help me to raise some money for them? You would probably say yes. So guess what? You have friends who will say yes to that. That gets you a show. That gets you a show. So maybe you won't donate your entire, maybe you didn't have a party this month and this will be your first party this month. That's your commission check. You could at least at that point, we could all decide to put in whatever we decide to put in. Nobody has to come forward and say, I'm donating $100 or I'm donating $10. Just, I will have a pot. We can do it. You could just send it to me and it will be anonymous. I will not disclose what anybody sends. And whatever we come up with by next Friday or the day after when our commission comes up, we can send a donation. I'll work out the details of that and let you all know. Is everybody in agreement with that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I can't see what's going on with you, Estee, Irby. I can't see your smile. I can't see you, Deborah, and I can't see you, Rachel or Tia. So I want to be clear that who's involved. So make sure you all send me a message and say I'm in. Rachel says yes. Okay.
I'm in, Phyllis.
Thank you. Oh, look at Rachel. I did that today. Okay. Everybody's in? Yeah. So good. So so when you say you're in, does that mean you're willing to hold a fundraising event within the next 7 days on your page? Because I will help anybody who needs help to do that.
I need help.
Okay, Linda, we'll do it with you again. Okay. And I don't mean to say again, but we'll do an event. Great. So what you all need to do is to text me when we get off of here and tell me what dates you have available. Because I'm sure it's no hurry. I don't know these girls don't have water.
Wow.
They don't have electricity. Some of them don't have anything left.
Wow.
Imagine that. These are people you know. These are not just names anymore. Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Helen. So I want you, what I'm going to suggest you all do before I even get off of here is make a list of the people you think who would be willing to buy a small item from your show, from your fundraiser to help your sisters. Thank you.
So is it okay if we just donate?
It's okay if you just donate.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes. So we talked about that. We talked about the pink route. I really love the packaging, and I'm going to push this really, really hard this weekend. And I'm going to tell people, if you don't, if this is not something you want, any item you can place on my website, I would be happy. I would be grateful. That's all I want, is a separate show that's just dedicated to this weekend. Yes, you do need to get the pink roux. It's really cute. And y'all know how it goes. When we have these $30, $40 items, they run out. Audrey, you get yours?
I did.
It's really packaged nice.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Jackie's holding hers up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's packaged.
I actually snuck in too.
Oh, I did too. I got 2 yellow bracelets today.
Oh, okay.
I did, because I said one of y'all gonna say, "Oh, I didn't get it."
Yeah.
I was trying to get mine in yesterday. Didn't work.
You can do it today.
I'll get in before tomorrow's over.
Okay, yeah, I think it's gonna be around a minute. I don't
Yeah.
think it's gonna run out so
Because
quick.
they just starting to back up because they're promoting it again, so they gotta have a supply.
Well, they either have a supply or they didn't get as many winners, and they
Right.
have more than the winners. So it was a gift.
No, it was the backwater.
Mellow Yellow.
Oh, you talking about Mellow Yellow? No, I'm talking about the Rue. I'm still on Rue.
Oh, the Rue. Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah,
get
the
the yellow
Rue.
too. I'm gonna get the Mellow Yellow, but
But the Rue is back in because
They
I got
back.
my silver and my
I
gold.
hadn't got mine yet.
Okay.
I'm like, they shouldn't run out. Breast cancer awareness is what, October? They had that.
October.
Yeah, it ran out, was back ordered, and then when I saw on the loop that it's back because they're using that as promotion. And so they gotta have a whole bunch of that.
One thing I want to remind you of is there are people who will buy a dozen of the items that come out
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So you cannot wait to get, when you see it, you need to buy it, because if you don't, it's gonna go
I
away.
needed to buy for her business. So
So when you talk about us buying it, we can just go there and buy it ourselves?
Yes, you can buy anything you want. You can shop on your website just like you're a customer. And
And you say it's $30 for us?
it's $30 with a $40 purchase. And I would like to, if you have some time, I have another call after this. Do you have some time later tonight?
Yes.
9 o'clock your time? I'll give you a call after my next call. Okay. So let me just say, Quick Start is still available. The Quick Start kit is still available at $99. And I just mentioned that my good friend Jeannie is coming back. She said, I need to come back. And oh my God, it's so much jewelry. I need to pick that kit. And I said, it's easy this time. It's only $500 and they tell you what you can pick. She said, oh my God, but she's coming back. She wanted to be here with us tonight. She told me to tell all her friends hello. So the bonus item is back. It says 1 more week. We don't know whether that's true or not. Free shipping is still available at $90 for 1 more week. The Lola bracelet. What Lola wants, Lola gets. I love the Lola bracelet.
Oh, that's
There it is.
cute.
Isn't that cute?
Yes.
This is really, really, really pretty. It's very pretty.
like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I
So
think
is
this
that-
is even gonna be pretty with my Yellowstone necklace.
Yeah.
And I'm
Is that-
wearing,
Is that a customer special?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. I
it's
love
the
that.
Lola. It matches the Lola earrings.
Ah, okay.
I wore it as an ankle bracelet.
You
How
wore this as an ankle bracelet? You must have some big legs, girl.
It fit real fine.
I would ask you to put your leg up here and let us see
I
that.
don't have it on right now, but I wore it out and I got a lot of looks.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
sure you did. I'm sure you did. I'm sure that this will do well as a choker too, because it's really, really long. But it's so pretty. It's
It is
really,
pretty.
really, this is very unique and very pretty. And I had more of these until now. So I
Look
thought,
at you.
okay, let me do my Lola thing.
I
kinda
should
like
have gotten those earlier.
Yes, I love it. And so I started to put on my story ring with it, but I thought that's a little bit too much. I don't think, because this is kind of a casual pearl. I mean, of course you could get away with that. I guess if I had on all pearl stuff. But if I had on all pearl stuff, I would wear the Mackenzie. I wouldn't wear this one. It's totally different. So I see Estee is on camera moving around in her house right now. Hello, Estee. Okay, so the double fast 50s, two fast 50s, still available. September Rich Reward is where everybody on here can get the Rich Reward because we still have 3 weeks. So if you did 3 weeks and you did some $1,000 parties, you could get the Rich Reward for the month because you know Rich Reward is $2,500 in sales in a month. And that beautiful Colette Link bracelet is available. Write it down, Carolyn. We'll talk about that in the call.
I did see that.
Okay, all right. And you're over halfway there. So I know you're gonna get that. Okay, so again, I have down here the Booking Blitz link. Let me go back and revisit some things we talked about. we talked about vision boards and we never actually got to it. And we have some new ladies on here who were not with us when we created vision boards in the very beginning, right? So I think that what we should do is individually work on our vision boards in our spare time and as a way to kind of get away from everything else. I think it's important to create your vision board for the rest of the year. I would like to give you that thought. Go back to your vision board for those of us who have vision boards that we started in the beginning of the year, and make a note of the things that you have accomplished. Make a note of the things you haven't accomplished. Add the things you want to accomplish between now and the end of the year. And let's come back on here at some point or at any point. Oh, that's not what I was gonna say. I was gonna say when you get your new vision board done, for those of us who have already had vision boards, let's just post it in our group. Come on the group, do a live. This is my new vision board. This is what I added. This is what I accomplished. This is what I'm going to accomplish. This is what I desire. Just come on the group and say something about your vision board. I am so proud of all of you that are going live now. I cannot say enough about Audrey. You have just gone live, girl. You've taken it on. Talk about it. Go ahead.
It's growing on me.
Well, the last
I'm
one,
not there yet, Audrey. I'm not
You'll
there
get there.
You'll
I
get
know,
there.
It's,
Audrey is the one to listen to because Audrey was the last one to do this. And this past weekend, I think it was this past weekend, you were like, here I am. You were so comfortable in that one. I was really impressed. So I want to just acknowledge the fact that I see growth and development in you guys. You all are, man, it's amazing to watch from this end, from here, from knowing where we were a year ago to where we are right now. I just can't even imagine what it's going to be like in another year or at the next real convention. Oh my goodness. That's going to be a whole lot. Jackie,
I know. Well, I find that Candace is the live queen.
she is live queen. Now, Candace is live now. Candace don't waste no time on being live. Different topic all the time. Candace, would you like to come on and talk about what kind of success you're having with your lives?
But Candace and Audrey are doing it together. You know, I have your ratio 1-to-1.
Mm-hmm.
Can't take nothing away from you, Audrey. You and Candace just burn up the trail. And guess who's blazing behind you?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I'm doing my preparation, my 90% preparation to do my 10% magnanimous presentation.
All right.
All right, Jackie. Well, Bianca. Okay, so Candace is here.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. Oh, I love doing live because I get such a great response from my audience. And that's just true. People will come back later, maybe even a week later, and say, I saw something and I got to have it. I can't stop thinking about it. So the thing of it for me is being consistent and going on, because everybody doesn't see what you post every time. But when they do see it, it plants a seed in their mind. And I have two cousins who've been watching my page, and one of them told me, girl, I went back and watched all your lives for like an hour. And I said, what? And she said, and I have 8 pieces I want, and this is what we gonna do. She told me to put her card on file, and what she wants to do is when she sees something, she gonna text me the name, charge it. I said, girl, you want to involve an account for jewelry? And I was shocked. And it's other people. I have a distant cousin. She lives in North Carolina. She texted me, I want that azalea necklace. I was like, I didn't even know you were on my page. So you are being seen. You are working in your sleep. Your business is going in your sleep when you do lives. So just think of it like that. You are doing your business 24 hours a day, 7 days a week when you post those lives. So it's worthwhile. So just keep doing it. Make it fun, make it unique, make it your own. But I've had great success with the lives.
Thank you, Candace. Bianca is really good at doing lives as well.
Yes, she is.
Yes, she is.
Yes.
Thank
Bianca,
you.
I was on it when Bianca opened that box up the other day. I was like, yes, I was taking notes.
That was fantastic. That was fantastic.
It
Mhm.
was.
I agree.
So, ladies, that's that's one of the things that I think will help to take your business to the next level on a daily basis. You know, everybody doesn't have the same movement. So if you feel like you're more comfortable, and you'll find that in the stylist community, if you're more comfortable doing one a week or doing one a day, whatever makes you comfortable is what you have to do, because if you are not authentic, your business is going to come off as something unauthentic. You have to be true to yourself in this business. You have to. Michelle paid me a very high compliment today. She said, people can hear your smile whether they see you or not. And I've been told that all my life. That's, you know, I know that about myself. One of the things that doing this kind of business is, and this is just a tidbit and a training from me that I'm going to share with you. I learned a long time ago that the success comes in this business when you find your footing. When you know who you are and what your gift is and why you're here. You have to always keep your why up front. And let me tell you, if you are here because you want to make $4,000 a month, and I don't mean to step on anybody's toes by saying that, it just came to my mind, but that's not going to get you where you want to be.
No, I agree.
You know, money cannot be your why, because the money comes from doing this.
The money goes.
Your why has to be deep down in here. You have to know why you're here and what you have to offer. And when you do this business, you have to offer what you have to offer, and you have to do it because it's your why. My why is to empower women. My why is to teach people how to become financially independent in the direct sales industry. It took me a long time. It took me till I got to Parkland to become financially independent in direct sales, because I never took direct sales serious enough to become financially independent. I took this serious because, number one, I was offered a position in this company. I accepted it, which meant I was committed to it. I believe things come to you because God brings them to you. So I believed in this. I was 4 or 5 years away from retirement age, but I took a chance on doing this. And I know, and for the past 5 years, for 5 years, I'm close to 7 now. For 5 years, I have been building. But I feel like finally I'm in the tunnel and I can see the light. If I just stay with it. Just seeing all of your faces on here this evening tells me that something's going right. You know, you didn't have to be here, but you're here because you are part of this team. This team has a vibe going right now. We've got some synergy in it. The team is working very well together. And I feel like every once in a while I have to come back here and remind you all that we are all here because God brought us here together. I have prayed for y'all. I have prayed for everybody on this team. Lord, send me. And everybody who has come here who's not supposed to be here ain't here. Everybody who's supposed to be here is here. And I am 100% convinced of that. 100% convinced in my soul, way down in my spirit, that I'm in the right place with the right team. And I believe that we can go as far as we want to go if we continue to share our energy with one another, that we continue to be one and move forward. That's really, really important. And I appreciate the fact that you all have demonstrated that. I want to talk a little bit about one more thing. So the vision board, is everybody clear on the vision board? New people, new ladies, if you were not here and you didn't create a vision board with us at first, please create a vision board. Please create a vision board from now until, let's say, and for us team who have it, let's go all the way to February, because the next convention will be February. So let's go to the last week of January on our vision boards, what we plan to accomplish by next convention. Okay? Is that clear? Y'all got it? Okay. The next thing I want to talk about is the fact that we had planned a Blingo Bingo. And I had it on my calendar. Apparently I said the wrong date the last time. And then we didn't meet for almost 2 weeks. So which means the date that I have on my calendar right now is the 27th, which I don't think is a good time for us. And I am proposing that we not do the Blingo Bingo anyway, because I would like in October for us to do, I'm going to do it and I'm inviting the team to be a part of it. I would like this to be a team event. The team event I would like to do is the jewelry jackpot. If you're interested in doing the jewelry jackpot, tell me tonight, tell me before tomorrow morning, because I have a flyer that I'm going to be posting in the next day or so. I would like to think, I would say when we did jewelry jackpot, just in case you're wondering, is almost the same as the quarter auction. It's a lot more simple than bingo and the quarter auction. And I'll tell you why. Now, quarter auction is fabulous if you can do it in person, but since we can't do quarter auction in person, and I'll tell the new ladies how this works later on. Since you can't do a quarter auction in person, we had people make those paddles and we had all these different things going on before. You don't have to do any of that this time. With the jackpot, jewelry jackpot, everybody gets a number. And when their number is called, they win the jackpot. And it's all about deciding what's in the jackpot. The jackpot could be any piece of jewelry collection. And Audrey? Okay. And the jackpot, I'll give you more details, but I'll tell you what, it's gonna be just like it was when we did the Blingo Bingo the first time. We're gonna be kind of moving through this as we go along, okay? So if you just say, yes, you wanna be a part of it, it's gonna cost $20 for your customers to participate. I suggest you have no less than 10 people. So that's at least $200. Thank you, Estee. Estee says yes to the jewelry jackpot. So you earn $20 right off, you earn $200 right off the bat when you get your first 10 people. You can invite as many as you want because we'll do it on the Zoom platform. The Zoom platform holds up to 100 people. Depending upon how many people we have who participate, we could.
Phyllis, I'm sorry. Phyllis, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm going to have to go. I'm still at work.
Okay.
And, you know, things are just horrible. But I'll go back and play back the recording.
Thank you for letting us know.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So I'll post all the details as we go along. Remember, we didn't know what we were doing when we did the quarter auction, and we learned as we went along. This is much simpler. It's so much simpler than the quarter auction because people don't have to create paddles, and people probably don't even have time to do all that now because people kind of coming out of COVID and doing other stuff. So the other part that makes this easy is, unlike when we did the bingo game, and remember when we did bingo and we had the sequence and we did 3 calls on one card and you might have 10 winners on the same card. This way you get one winner. You know exactly who it is every time. So it's gonna be a lot simpler, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. Plus it'll be something different that your customers haven't done with us before. If you say, oh, we're doing bingo bingo, they may remember how they were the 3rd person to win a prize. Remember when 3 people would win and the first prize went up was a great piece, and then the second prize was not quite as great, and the third prize was definitely not as great. So this time we won't have any of that. This time everybody wins. We'll talk about what the prizes are and how you want to do this and participate.
You say everybody will win something?
Yes, we always make sure everybody wins something. We will find a way to make sure nobody goes home empty-handed. Okay?
And they only pay $20.
They only pay $20. I'm thinking we need at least, I would say let's do it at the end of October. I would say let's do it either on the 25th of October. Can't do it on 31st because that's Halloween, unless you want to do it that Friday night, the 30th of. But it gives us a whole month to advertise and to get people hyped up about it. What do you all think? I would like to confirm a date right now because I'd like to go ahead and finish the invitation.
The 25th sounds good.
Yeah, that's fine.
25th for jewelry jackpot.
Is that a Friday or Saturday?
That's a Sunday.
The Sunday.
And we usually do things on Sunday. It'll probably be early for you Carolyn, and Jackie, you didn't respond. Are you not interested in doing that? I didn't see you.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see your okay, so it'll probably be a little, oh, I see. Thank you, Jackie. It'll probably be early for you. If we do it at 7, it'll be 6 o'clock your time. If we do it at 8 on a Sunday night, that's kind of late.
That's late for me.
Let's do
Jackie, you're on
7.
mute.
Huh?
Let's do 7 your time. That's 6 for us, Jackie.
Yeah, well, with children going back to school now and in the capacity and they're getting them ready, sometimes if it's any later, that runs into them, okay, once I get my kids to bed and, you know, that. So that'll probably be good. Maybe 6 is good. So I'm kind of feeling those times out now. Because when I asked about what I'm trying to do for Sunday, 4 seemed to be a good time. And I did something else with my group. It's okay, 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I'm thinking, okay.
Do you all want to do 5 o'clock here and 4 o'clock your time?
Sounds good.
That sounds good.
What about you, Bianca?
That's fine. I have a 13-year-old.
Right, okay. Estee says it's good. Candace says it's good. So 4 o'clock your time, 5 o'clock our time. Is that what I said? What did I say? 4
Yes,
o'clock?
4 o'clock
Said.
Central. Yes.
4 o'clock Central would be 5 o'clock our time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she said, 5 o'clock.
4
5 o'clock
Central
Eastern.
Standard Time on the 25th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, 5 Eastern Standard Time for
Yes.
Jewelry Jackpot. And I will have an invitation to you guys in a day or two. And we can start a group like we did before. Let's have a Jewelry Jackpot group and add people to the group and get them excited and show different pieces of jewelry. We could even use, I would be happy to use the SendShare folder to add graphics into the folder for the people that we add to the group. And
Is
people,
it gonna be on Facebook?
of course. Everything's on Facebook, Carolyn. I know that's not your thing, but that everything we do is on
No,
Facebook.
no problem.
Okay, you're gonna be up to speed in no time. I don't have
No
any-
problem. I
Okay.
just gotta make sure they're on Facebook.
Okay, so we got everybody on board. Deborah Mitchell, what you got to say over there? Deborah, come in, come in. Is Deborah busy?
Okay. So this is Facebook and not Zoom. Facebook.
Well, Zoom is Facebook, but the group will be in Facebook.
I'm sorry, I'm driving, and yeah, that's fine.
Okay, thank you. Okay, keep your
So
eyes on the road.
it will be on Zoom.
It'll be a Zoom, but the group will be in Facebook, which
Okay,
is what we did
that's
before.
what I understand.
Okay. Okay. It's okay. Zoom. But our group is in Facebook. Okay. This is going to be Zoom. All right.
Yes. And you know what? If I can perfect it, I can do what I was trying to do earlier. We can live stream it for anyone who's not on Zoom and maybe on Facebook, because I can live stream it in the group.
Okay.
And I'll practice that and get better at it. I don't know what happened. I'll talk about it another time. Okay, so that's really good. So we are making lots of progress. So tomorrow morning, of course, I'll be posting all of the good news that I have to share about the team's accomplishments as soon as my report comes out. And I am very excited about doing that because we had another good week. We had a really good week. And this is a good time if anybody has anything they would like to share with the team right now. This is your time to do it. Nobody has a word to say? What are you thinking, Carolyn, now that you've come to Park Lane? Carolyn does not like our website.
Where we put in orders, she's right. I think it's antiquated. But that's okay. That's okay.
That's all right. She may be the
Took
one.
me a couple of times to figure it out. I think I called Deborah 3 times, maybe 4.
Well, I tell you one thing, and I'll say it again in front of the entire group. Helen, you got something to say?
Yes, when you're done, yes. I had a good week.
All right,
I had surgery last week.
already picked it up. I am.
And,
Wait a minute, Deborah. Helen, start over again.
you know, I had surgery last week, right? So, you know, I was recovering, but you kept posting stuff last week. And so I reposted a lot of stuff last week after you did, and I got people interested in jewelry, that this and that and that, and I kept doing it, and that was fun. And I do have, I have, getting some customers from that. I just need to learn the names of those jewelry, when you put this and that, so I can, figure it out. But I had fun, and I said, I'm home, and I just had surgery, and I said, this is, this worked for me. This really worked for me, and I enjoyed doing it. Yeah.
I saw you. That's what I mean when I say, when I see you all come to life, like, wow, look at Helen, look at Helen doing stuff. That just tickles me so much. I'm so happy for you. Deborah, did you have something you wanted to say? Deborah's driving. I gotta give her a minute.
No, not right now.
Okay. All right.
Next meeting.
Okay. All right. Rachel has been doing her thing, and Rachel's not even in the area with us. She's outside of the city. Rachel, do you want to say something about being here with us? Rachel's fairly new to the team as well.
Yeah. So I want to say that all of the tips today, they were so good. I was taking notes like I was in school, so it was really good to get a lot of that good information. I'm hoping to do it live. Hopefully tomorrow when this twist out is dry and I have on my lipstick and stuff. So I want to try to do one of my first lives definitely this weekend before the weekend is over. So it's been great. Again, someone just mentioned, like, I just want to feel more confident in knowing like the names of the pieces when I'm showing them and things like that. So I'm trying to study, and Candace has been a great help. So yeah, I'm excited. It's been fun so far.
Well, I'm so happy. I'm really happy to have you on the team. I'm going to give you all a tip. I don't have my trays in front of me. You probably can see my trays right here behind me. I keep my trays in the same order, and I put these little cards inside the tray. And I have the name of the pieces in that tray. So when I'm doing my show and I take that tray, I put this card right here, and I can say, I have the Brinley today. Because invariably I forget exactly what the name of everything is when I'm in front of people. So one of the things that might help you is to get yourself some 3x5 cards and put it in the tray with your piece of jewelry. Yes. And that's easy to do. Actually, it didn't take me any time to do this for a whole bunch of trays. I just went on the website, I clicked earrings, and I just picked up the earring, put it in the tray, and put the price on the card, and I keep it right there. When I don't have the card, I'm a complete mess. But one other thing I want to suggest to you, Rachel, when you do your live this weekend, if you will post it so that the team knows, we will all come and support you and be your cheering squad to keep it going. Because sometimes when you first start out, you may have 2 or 3 people. You might have 10 or 15 people. But when your team members are on there with you and we are cheering, they don't know we're your team members. They think that those are your customers. So, let us know when you're doing your event, and we'll be glad to support you. And I see you started a group. I think I joined today. Candace is saying something.
What's her group? So we can support her, because we don't know.
Okay.
Styled by Rach. Yes, Candace just put it in the chat. So
okay.
Thank you, Candace.
Thank you, guys. Yes, and I'll let everyone know what day and time I'm gonna do the live, so you guys can come on and cheer me on. So I would appreciate that. Thank you, Phyllis, and everyone.
It makes a big difference. We always do that for each other. We let each other know what we're doing, and we come and we support each other. Even if you're doing shows or whatever, it's if I'm free, I'm always willing to come on and just kind of be there, be your cheerleader. Sometimes I know the name of stuff. Sometimes I might have a piece that you want to, it never fails that somebody has already looked at the website and they say, well, do you have those pink roofs? And you may not have them. But I might have it, and I can just hold it up for you, or somebody else might have it and hold it up for you. So just remember that we're all in this together, and it is our desire to win. We are winning. We are definitely winning right now. Anybody else got anything you want to contribute?
I do have one thing, Phyllis.
Okay.
I started using stories more. I looked at a video from one of the ladies, and she advised us to start using stories. So I did, and I'm excited that I picked up 2 orders from stories. That's 2 more than I had. One just came in. I got a notification that someone had ordered a pair of earrings, and they saw them on my story. So I was like, oh, that was nice. And they knew I sell Park Lane. So that's one thing that I'm glad about. I think I'll be posting more often in stories, just putting the jewelry out there, planting the seed that Park Lane is available for me. And hopefully people will do what this young lady did, just order it because they already know that I sell it. And the other thing is I'm formulating a list from the people that like the stories. Like it's a lady in California that I thought I didn't have any interest in jewelry. She's liking a lot of the things that are posted in stories. Another young lady here, I found out, I had asked her about Park Lane before, but apparently she's into bracelets. Every bracelet I post, she likes. And so I'm finding out what people like. I'm contacting them about, oh, you like this bracelet or whatever. Or I'm going to invite them to a show because I see that they're interested. And I wouldn't know that if they weren't liking my the jewelry that I'm posting in my stories. So these are going to be people that I'm going to reach out to and invite to a show, or ask them if they would like to have a show. I didn't know they were interested. The lady in California, I had no idea that she even liked jewelry. And
Again, that lends itself to what Candace said earlier, that you will be surprised to see who's really watching. And let me tell you, don't wait until you're doing Park Lane to be on Facebook. Like today, it's always good to get your algorithm up. Today, we had this big flood out front, which it was so funny to me. Everybody else was, I realized I should have said a little bit more. I should have said I was safe because my phone blew up after that. People were calling to see if I was okay, if I had a flood in the house.
Carolyn from Ohio called me because you posted that.
I don't know if you remember. No, that was at my other firm. A girl from my old law firm called to see how I was doing. She said, I'm not going to just send a message. I'm going to call her. But I had so many people to respond to that I'm taking the time to go back and respond to each response, each reply, because that will help me with my rhythm. So you never know what people are watching. But I did go back and say all is good in the neighborhood, that I was outside walking because people were calling me. I mean, one guy from my high school class called. He was at the reunion. He said, oh my God, I want to make sure you're okay. Do you need any help? Should I come up? I know your husband's on the road. I had all kinds of calls today. So yeah, make sure that you are just having a presence on Facebook. And I did that on my regular page. So that got me some people on the regular page. It actually got me somebody who was a minister somewhere. And she said she's more interested in what I'm doing. She's been meaning to reach out to me, and today just made her do it. So Facebook is really a great avenue for us to be busy on. We just have to make sure that we're doing what is ours. Make it yours. Even when you copy stuff, make sure when you copy somebody's post and post it to your page that you change the language in it, because you'll mess up not only your algorithm, you'll mess up my algorithm or anybody else's that you're copying. Ortia, I've seen Ortia's, I gotta say this, Ortia has been consistent. Consistency is the key, my friend. I'm very proud of you. You wanna say something today? She said, I do.
Oh,
yeah.
Who me? Oh, I can say something. I got 2 sparkle boxes today. I'm up to 7. I'm trying to get I'm trying to get in, but I'm gonna set a goal. I'm trying to get as many as possible. I'm selling that sparkle box subscription. Somebody just message now saying, how can I browse your jewelry? I'm like, oh, thank you, God. Oh.
Me too. I got 2 sparkle boxes too. I love them.
Yes.
Don't forget that your sparkle box adds to any contest. So if you sell 10 sparkle boxes, $39, that's $390. That's toward your monthly, that's toward your first week, Rich Rewards Level 1. That means you only have, what, $400, $700 left to get the first level Rich Reward.
It's cool. I like it.
Yeah, I love this one.
A Rich Reward is
Rachel got hers today. Was that your first one, Rachel? Oh my God, this one was so pretty. I love this one.
This one was pretty that I got.
Yes, today, but I want to get my own sparkle box.
Oh, you have to get it. You can't sell it unless you have it.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to get it. And I really do recommend that you get the $39 box so you have both pieces to show. And
Yeah.
they've been knocking it out the park for the last several months. I have been real happy. I love those earrings.
These earrings
Yeah.
are beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
That sparkle box was meant for September birthdays because I'm telling you, I opened it and I got mine early. It is so awesome. I'm like, oh, Lord, you blessed me in every way. Great team members, great help, beautiful sparkle box, new confidence. Woo!
I'm so happy that you're happy. The only person we haven't heard from today is Estee. And it looks
And one
like
other thing, while she's coming on that sparkle box, well, I did get a subscription from, I sent 3 gift sparkle boxes out a few months ago. Well, one person is doing something else and she may come later, but one of my friends got it. And when I did a video, well, a live with the bracelet with the oh, I can't even talk. That was like our June sparkle box with Avalon, the little bracelet. You do the ankle bracelet, whatever. You know what? She upgraded to a premium on her own, and she got her niece to help her. And I was walking her through to get the sparkle box to continue the subscription. She did that, and then I was checking my dashboard, checking out everything. I'm like, okay, why aren't my numbers adding up? I went back through everything, my shows, and I went back to my sparkle box subscribers. She had upgraded, and she loves September. She loved August. She had August, the earrings on. I'm like, so that gifting a subscription really helped too. So I'm working on getting them other ways. So if you guys have other ways of sharing that you're getting people interested, I'm all ears because I want to build my sparkle box community.
Yeah. That's wonderful, Jackie. I'm so glad to hear that. Ortia, you ready now? Thank you, Jackie.
Yeah. I'm trying. I'm working on it.
Okay. All right.
I'm on it. It's getting better. Hopefully my mom will she's trying to sell stuff in North Carolina. So I'm trying to hope that she does really good. And she wants to try to see if she could sell it first before she joins.
Oh,
so
okay.
We're kind of, I just took her back home on Sunday, so I'm kind of working with her too. So something to happen.
All right. Yes, it will. It is definitely going to happen. I think, okay, Estee's lit up here. Come on, Estee, what you got?
Okay, so can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. So I ordered a ring so that I can do a live, and I set up my VIP page.
Well, that's wonderful. I am so happy to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Setting up your VIP page is a great thing. That's a good start.
It's a
Because
start.
when you don't go to it, you'll say, oh, I haven't been on my page.
Yeah.
You will. Well, I am super, super proud of each of you. You all are doing a great job. I want you all to feel free to contact me or contact anybody on the team if you have any questions or you need any help, because we're all here to help one another. I'm going to work on the jewelry jackpot flyer. I'm excited about that because we don't have to do anything for that one. You know, we don't have to have the Google form. Remember how we had to have all that stuff to keep track, to send people their bingo cards? You don't have to do any of that this time. So I think everything happens for a reason. And we weren't able to pull that one off quick enough to make it happen. I don't think it can really happen in 2 weeks. It doesn't give us enough time, especially since we have new people on the team. We want to give them time. So we got a whole month to work on the jewelry jackpot. I'm sure it's going to be a success. We could probably do something in between there if you'd like. But the key thing is this weekend, go over to, and I'll do it with you when we get off of here, Carolyn and Linda, if you'd like. Both of you, I can do a Zoom, or you can stay on here and I'll do it with you while you're on here. You can go over to the Stylist Community. I'm going to stop recording.